Well, the pulsar in my video from 11 days ago won't be in the group show I mentioned, but this will be. Subarachnoid evokes the membranes that surround the central nervous system. The arachnoid mater is the middle layer of the meninges, named for those fine filaments of tissue that link these layers. Well, crying for hours leaves my eyelids a bit bruised, so I apologize for blinking too much today. But what's important is jumping right back into the subject of gender and feminism from last time. This cherry-picked gender essentialism of TERFs highlights something all those queer people who, in our various ways, ever seem to fall any distance from the fem end of the spectrum need to admit to ourselves and each other. Even as we are feminists, we have derided femininity. Our expectations of ourselves and each other are more masculine in manner and image. Even as some, well, TERFs anyway, project their own supposedly mannish ways onto these straw trans women they imagine as convenient villains. We may speak as feminists of how patriarchy sees the feminine as inferior, but we must see how we have taken that very prejudice to heart and subconsciously let it shape us and our relationships. Now, internalized misogyny is by no means the only reason some of us want to wear suits, but we shouldn't be afraid to admit that it can be a reason, that it is part of the background of butchness. It's unavoidably part of who and why we are, and we have a responsibility to be cognizant of this. I don't even identify as butch myself. I'm more of a swishy but ungraceful gay guy, really. But I know the history of the definition and expression of my own gender. I tried he, him pronouns when I first came out, but quickly realized it was just overcompensation for being so sick of hearing she and her. I am not trans-masculine. I'm just trans. I don't think I'm worthy of the term feminine. I suspect I would be as bad a representative of that as I am of masculinity. I'm more effeminate than anything, if I am anything. I'm frequently misperceived as butch, though, and when I lived as a woman, I did attempt to be as masculine as possible to balance the blatant femaleness of my body. And unfortunately, YouTube has been cutting me off early lately, so I must pause again. Part 3 awaits. Tschüss.